Delighted to be joined online by Caleb Sweethand's Plant to promote his upcoming IBF Super Middleweight Championship fight against Vincent van Bies from Germany, which will take place on February the 15th in Bridgestone Arena, Nashville, Tennessee. And I suppose, Caleb, it's been a very sort of productive year for you, not only capturing the IBF Super Middleweight Championship, but also coming off a very successful defence against a real combative opponent in Mike Lee in your last fight.
Oh, yes, sir. It's been a spectacular year. As you said, in 18 fights, I became a world champion. Took the belt from a real fighter, a real champion. And then defended it against an undefeated fighter, and now I'm going to be defending it for a second time in my hometown against another, rough, tough fighter. So.
Yeah, and I suppose, Caleb, boxing for you, growing up in Ashland, Tennessee, Ashland City, Tennessee, a small sort of place. How did you come involved in boxing? I believe you started off maybe with mixed martial arts at the age of 8?
I started off kickboxing.
Okay.
And there's really no fight culture or boxing culture or any type of, gyms or anything where I'm from. My dad opened up a small little gym, and we were the first ones. And even since then, no one else has really, opened up a gym or done any type of fighting. But so, it was difficult at first, not with there being really no culture there. But we stuck to our guns and stuck to our dream and, made it come to life.
Yeah, and I suppose, Caleb, for you, things started to roll for you in 2011 when you won the Golden Gloves competition in the light heavyweight division. And that really people start to take notice of a young Caleb Plant. And in 2012, then you were an alternative for Summer Olympics. So 2011 really must have given you some real belief and real much enthusiasm that you had a real career ahead of you in boxing.
Definitely. I mean, I felt like at the age of 9, this was all I was going to do. But in 2010, I was 17, and it was my first men's, open boxing tournament. I ranked 3rd in the nation. My first tournament, got on Team USA because anyone in the top 4, they make Team USA. Then 2011, I came back. I won the Golden Glove Nationals, like you said. Made the Olympic trials and became Olympic alternate for the 2012 Olympic Games. And that's where things really started to, come together. And, all the years of sacrifice and hard work really started to, pay back. And 2014, I signed with Al Heyman and my manager, Luis Jacubas. And been going ever since, so.
Yeah, and you mentioned you signed with Al Heyman in 2014, and it was a very rapid sort of introduction for you. And in your first 9 fights, 8 of them became by the way of knockout. So it was a really sort of productive sort of period for you. The fights came thick and fast in the early part of your career.
Yeah, definitely. Came in the game. Getting a lot of guys out there quickly, by being explosive and good counter punching, good combination punching. Then I kind of started to develop some hand problems and kind of switched up my style a little bit. And but before the Jose fight, I had been suffering some hand injuries for a while, and I told myself, man, you can't hold back against Jose when you fight for this world title. You gotta put all your chips in, and you gotta leave it all out there. And I did, and got 2 knockdowns. Then fought Mike Lee, got him out of there, and I'm looking to knock this next guy out too. But yeah, early on, got things going real quick.
Yeah, and I suppose, Caleb, if we look at your opponent now, Vincent Van Boos, one thing that strikes me when you look at his record, he's fought 33 fights, 31 wins, 28 knockouts, 2 losses, but most of his fights have been against all Europeans and people from Middle Eastern Europe, and this is his first fight now travelling to the USA and travelling a long distance, so he's coming to your home soil. He has lost twice before, one of them being to Giovanni De Carlos. Have you seen that fight? And for you, is he a bit of unknown quantity coming from Europe and that he's never fought in the States before?
Well, I know that this is his first fight in the U.S., but he's 32-2. He's got 28 knockouts, so I know he's rough, tough. He's coming to fight. He's been the WBA interim champ at 168 pounds, which is more than a lot of guys that have bigger names over here. That's a bigger accomplishment than a lot of them guys have. And, this is his chance. This is his shot. But unfortunately, it wouldn't matter if it's him. It don't matter if it's any of the other champs in 168 or any other contenders. He's going to fall short, so...
Yeah, I saw a bit of him now in relation to Caleb. He looks like a brawler, that he's all or nothing, that he comes out explosive. He'll either put you down or he'll get knocked down himself. So that sort of style, does it lead to a counter-punching sort of fight?
It just depends. I could sit here and say exactly what I think is going to happen, exactly how it's going to go, and then the bell could ring and it could be something completely different. So, I don't go in there with... my mind fixed on just one thing and how it's going to be. You got to go in there open-minded and ready to make adjustments as needed. And I think that's one reason, it plays a big part in why I've gotten here so quickly and had the success that I've had, is being able to make adjustments and having a good ring IQ. And I'm going to go in there with an open mind. But at the same time, I'm going in there with the mindset of I'm knocking this guy out. I don't want this fight to go 12 rounds. I don't want it to go 12 rounds. I plan on knocking this guy out.
Yeah, and I suppose, Caleb, for you, looking at the division as a whole now, the super middleweight, is it a division after that you are successful? Do you plan to move up, or where do you see the potential big fights or potential opponents down the line for you in relation to maybe taking the next step?
Well, I don't plan on moving up anytime soon. I don't plan on moving down. I plan on staying right where I'm at. I'm the champ, so anybody who want to see me, they can come see me. I welcome them with open arms. I'm not changing weight classes. And as far as potential matchup, there's a lot of great matchups out there, a lot of contenders, a lot of guys who are a little bit older, great other good champions as well. And but right now, I'm just focused on one fight at a time. I don't want to look at other people's plate of food because I might look down and my plate of food will be gone. So I want to focus on the task at hand. I'm not thinking about anything but February 15th. And after I knock out Vincent, then we'll move on to the next step. So.
Yeah, and I suppose, Caleb, when you see things happening at the weekend, like Julian Rock Williams, very much a hot favourite going into his fight and coming unstuck, does that tend a bit of caution to your head as well, to maybe just be that extra side, a bit of caution? The unexpected in boxing can happen at any time, at any sort of punch.
Well, I'm not going to go in there any different than I would have whether J-Rock won or lost. I mean, it was a good reminder to stay focused on the task at hand. Not that I need any reminders. I'm a disciplined fighter. I'm focused. I'm zoned in. But, it was definitely a good reminder to just to keep doing what I'm doing. But I'm not going in there more cautious or changing up my game plan or my style based on how someone else's fight happened. Yeah. He's not even in my weight class. And, you can't play to not lose. Yeah. You got to play to win.
Yeah, and
I play to win. And I'm going in there. We got a good game plan. I'm going to establish it. I'm going to box this dude up, and then I'm going to embarrass him. I'm going to punish him, and then I'm going to stop him.
Yeah, and I suppose, Caleb, you're now the sort of February the 15th, it's around the corner. I suppose camp is intensifying now, and I suppose when it gets down to, is it now where the real hard grind starts, or is it mainly as all the hard work done now, and is it more like preparing and going through the final phases in the few weeks that are left?
No, we grinding hard, still grinding hard. I do this all year round. My weight is good. I stay within 10 pounds of weight all year round. I run all year round. I'm in the gym all year round. I do my strength and conditioning all year round, and I'm in the boxing gym all year round. Now, once we get 8 weeks out, of course, that stuff picks up. I've had it was like a 5 to 6 week pre-camp, and I've had an 8 week camp, and we're still grinding hard, and we're going to grind hard until the finish. If you're in shape, you're in shape. So we're coming in shape. We're gonna get our hand raised.
And I suppose for you, Caleb, the last few months, on a personal note, you've bought a new house, you've gotten married, so there's a real a joyous sort of a turn for you, Caleb, in relation to everything in life seems to be going on track. World champion, recently married, new house, so another successful defence at home in your hometown in Tennessee, your first defence at home. It'll just make it all that sweeter.
Yes, sir. It's been a good year. Had some tough moments at the beginning of the year with my mom. But definitely some really good moments this year. Like you said, been married, but none of that stuff matters. What matters is that I get the job done February 15th. I'm zoned in. I'm focused. I've had great moments this year, but none of that's going to matter if I don't get the job done February 15th. All of that's going to come to a halt. So I'm doing everything in my power to make sure that I get my hand raised in spectacular fashion, and not only so, but like I said, before the 12th round. And once I get that done, because I will get that done, I'll sit back for a second. I'll enjoy, the fruits of my labor for, a day or so. I'll reminisce on this year. It's been a good one, and then we'll get right back to work and get ready for the next one. So.
On that note, Caleb Plant, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. We remind all our audience and all our keen Irish boxing listeners to tune in to watch the big blockbuster fight on February the 15th. It'll be live from on your TV and your satellites, live from the Bridgestone Arena, Nashville, Tennessee. Caleb Plant defends his IBF super middleweight title against the German Vincent Van Boos. And Caleb, we wish you all the best, and hopefully many future successful title defences to come.
Thank you so much. I just want to take the time to thank, all the Irish fans out there who know of me, and for those of you who don't, I hope you guys tune in and checking me out on February 15th. You guys have a beautiful fight culture, and, I welcome anyone who wants to support me with open arms. I love the Irish fans. They go crazy for their fighters. They go crazy for their, the people that they support. And just thank you guys. I appreciate it.
On that note, Caleb, take care.
Yes, sir. Thank you.